This is Autoline Daily, the show dedicated to enthusiasts of the global automotive industry. When Tesla unveiled its electric semi in 2017, Elon Musk said it would go into production in 2019. And when the Cybertruck debuted in late 2019, Musk said it would go into production in late 2021. So how come they haven't gone into production already? According to the CEO of a company called Voltaic, it's because Tesla can't get enough batteries. Voltaic is a battery design and testing company that works with many major automakers. Tal Scholklapper, the CEO of Voltaic, says Tesla can't get enough batteries to introduce those new models. And it's not just Tesla. He predicts the next shortage to cripple the auto industry will be a battery shortage. Even with all the battery plants coming online, there won't be enough capacity to meet demand. The stock prices of EV startups are getting hit hard. And it's happening across the board. Last Friday, Rivian closed 50% down from its peak in November. Fisker is down 31%, and Lucid is down 24%. Even the Chinese EV startups are getting hit, with NIO down 37%. Now the question is, has the bubble burst, or is this just a temporary correction? While these startups achieved impressive market caps, none of them are making money. And investors may be getting worried that traditional automakers could clobber the startups as they start to come out with competitive electric vehicles. Ford headhunted Audi's top sales executive in Europe. Martin Sander is going to become head of Ford's operations in Germany and general manager of passenger vehicles for all of Europe. Sander worked for the VW Group for 25 years and was most recently senior VP of sales in Europe for Audi. He's being tasked with leading Ford's transition to electric and connected vehicles in Europe and will be based in Cologne, Germany, where Ford is going to build an all-electric passenger vehicle next year.
Mobility is becoming electric, connected, and autonomous, just like the manufacturing world. But will always be one thing: a reliable partner for our customers.
A few years ago, General Motors was among a handful of automakers that backed the Trump administration's efforts to prevent California from setting its own emission standards. But now GM is reversing course and recognizing California's authority to set its own standards. By doing so, GM is now eligible for government fleet purchases by the state. California stopped purchasing vehicles from companies that backed the Trump administration in its emissions battle. GM is also accelerating its own EV efforts and plans to have a zero-emission light-duty fleet by 2035. Tesla is once again boosting the price of its full self-driving advanced driver assistance feature. CEO Elon Musk tweeted out that it's raising the price to $12,000 on January 17th, but only in the US. Back in 2020, Tesla raised the price of FSD from $8,000 to the current $10,000. Musk said that the monthly subscription price for FSD will also rise once it becomes widely available. While most automakers saw weak sales last year, Tesla posted an 87% increase. And it wasn't the only one that had a banner year. So did Rolls-Royce and Aston Martin. Rolls posted a 49% increase in sales. It sold 5,586 luxury vehicles around the world in 2021. Aston Martin saw sales rocket up 82%, largely thanks to its first SUV, the DBX. Aston sold 6,182 vehicles in total.
We want to know what drives your testing. OTA, connected car, diagnostics, remote testing. Intrepid Control Systems is here to help you work from anywhere. Intrepid Control Systems, driven by your data.
Some customers who put down a deposit for the all-electric F-150 Lightning are hopping mad. Ford has over 200,000 reservations and plans to double production of the pickup because of the high demand. But customers are complaining that some dealers are demanding that customers make additional deposits or payments on top of the $100 reservation they already made. So Ford's head of sales in the US and Canada, Andrew Frick, fired off a letter to dealers warning them not to upsell reservations and threatened not to send them any F-150 Lightnings if they do so. Ford is also protecting dealers by forcing owners to sign an agreement not to sell their electric truck within 1 year of purchasing it. If a buyer does try to sell it within 1 year, they could face legal action, including blocking the transfer of the title. And this is going to be one of the hot topics on Autoline After Hours this Thursday. Should car dealers be free to mark up the prices of vehicles by thousands of dollars just because inventory is tight? We'll have Tim Jackson, the president and CEO of the Colorado Car Dealers Association, on the show. Tim is a strong advocate of franchise dealers, and this is going to be a spirited show. So, join John and Gary for some of the best insights into what's going on in the automotive industry. Stellantis is starting to go all electric with its van fleet in Europe. Peugeot, Citroën, Opel, and Vauxhall will only offer electric versions of their light-duty vans to retail customers. And of those four, it looks like Citroën is the only one that will still sell ICE versions to fleet customers, at least for the time being. But it's important to remember that this switch to electric is for 2 models for each brand, and those models are all the same, except for styling. So it kind of makes sense that they all would go all electric. Speaking of EVs, one way to advance any technology is to take it racing, and Audi is competing in the Dakar Rally with a unique vehicle. The RSQ e-tron actually uses a range extender like the Chevy Bolt, but the gas motor never provides power to the wheels, it's just used to charge the battery. The electric drivetrain does the rest, providing enough power to do 0 to 100 kilometers an hour in 4.5 seconds, and that's on the sand. The Dakar Rally is now halfway over, and Audi has done quite well with the 3 vehicles it entered. It has 6 podium finishes in the various stages of the race, 1 first place, 2 second, and 3 third place finishes. It's pretty impressive for a vehicle program that only started 15 months ago. But that brings us to the end of today's show. Thanks for joining us.
Autoline Daily is brought to you by Bridgestone, solutions for your journey. Intrepid Control Systems, over-the-air engineering, boost your game. And by Scheffler, we pioneer motion.